For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. September 6th, 2020, was the day I left the comfort of Texas to find a new home. It was a long 3-day drive with my horse Sangria, but the destination was worth every hour spent behind the wheel. The Golden State represented hope for a new start, a new beginning. And although I was leaving a lot behind, there was so much potential in the journey ahead. I was raised here, in a little town known as Lexington, Texas. Lexington is a small rural community with a population of only about 1,200 people. Everyone here is warm and friendly and always go out of their way to make you feel welcome. Many families have been here for generations, farming and ranching on the land that once belonged to their great-great-grandparents. They went to the same school, fertilized the same grass, fed the same breed of cattle, and of course, went to the same church every Sunday. Despite its small size, Lexington is home to 12 churches from multiple denominations. They are a big part of the culture here and allow families, neighbors, and friends to get together at least once a week to worship and pray as one family under God. I went here to a little congregation called the Blue United Methodist Church. On Sunday mornings, my dad, my brother, and I would get dressed up and walk to church before 9 o'clock. This is where I learned patience, love, and faith. My church helped build me into the person I am today, and I will always be grateful for the lessons I have learned in that little white church. I, like so many others that grew up in my hometown, was raised in a predominantly Christian environment from a young age. Although I left Lexington in search of new adventures, my Christian roots will forever be a large part of who I am. In moving to California, I have found many differences and many similarities between religious practices and goals. Both rural Texas and urban California have their own unique approaches to religion. To better understand the religious perspectives of individuals within the two states, I reached out to some friends for help.
All right, can you go ahead and say your name and where you're from?
I'm Stuart Hervey. I'm from Box, Texas, but I go to school in Lexington.
I am from Lexington, Texas.
Yeah, so my name is Maya, and I'm from Oakland, California, which is in the San Francisco Bay Area.
My name is Bailey Leak, and I'm from Sacramento, California.
I'm a Christian and of the Lutheran denomination, I guess you could say.
Okay, well, I go to a Catholic church, but I was raised Baptist.
Which Catholic church do you go to?
The Holy Family on 696 right next to my house. I can literally walk to it if I wanted to.
St. John's Lutheran Church in Box. Been going there since I was born, really. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Basically, all we ever did really with my family was Sundays. That was kind of it. Where we weren't like super religious. So like on Sunday morning, my dad would get us all up bright and early, like 7, and he'd blast music through the home stereo system, usually Christian music, sometimes other stuff, country, that type of deal. And he would cook biscuits, gravies, and eggs almost every single morning from like whenever I was 5, whenever I moved to Lexington, till like about whenever I was 10 or 11.
Growing up, like, I don't know, church always seemed like, you know, that thing, like you didn't really want to go to it, but like you were forced to go to it. But like, we always went to Sunday school. We went to church. We went to church a good amount. I always remember going with my grandma because she played the organ. And then recently, I picked up on guitar and started participating more in worship service and like reading and stuff like that. So I've had more reason to go, and I like it now.
So, do you have any other experience with non-Christian religions?
Not personally, no, really. It's kind of, I don't know. I would almost say like, I mean, it's good to know about that stuff and be informed, but it's not like something I've ever supported in any way.
Have you ever met someone who is a different religion than you?
Oh my. Denomination, yes, but no, I really don't think so.
This is Lexington we're talking about. 1,500
Yeah.
people. And pretty much everyone there is Christian. That's about how it goes. But none of that.
Do you identify with a particular religion or religions?
No.
I do not. Previously in my life, I did identify as Catholic when I was younger, but ever since about middle of high school, I've kind of broken away from that and am just checking things out and still have distanced myself basically from religion.
My family is Christian, not like, but pretty secular, I guess. Growing up, you know, my parents would have us go to church every Sunday, but they didn't really find places they liked, so it kind of was like hopping around, and then I found a couple places they stayed, and then eventually, I think when I hit middle school, we just stopped going.
Ever since I was little, I mean, I wasn't baptized when I was like a baby or anything, but I went to a Catholic K through 8th grade school. I think it definitely was, in a way, it gave me a structure while I was growing up, but as I kept going, I kind of felt like I wanted to break out of that structure. So at first it helped create a path, but then it felt limiting.
My attitude is more of a, it's not really prevalent because I don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think about it, so it's not that prevalent. So it's more of a, it doesn't really come up often in my family.
How do you feel like religion played a part in your hometown?
It was mostly churches, I'd say. Occasionally you would come across temples, or it was mostly temples.
So I mean, I do see a lot of diversity, whether it's just cultural or like religious too. So I mean, I think religion does have a strong impact in Sacramento. I think it's a very, you know, open place, and they feel like there are just small areas of everything and different kinds of people and everyone.
Everyone has different views, different beliefs, and different values. Whether you are from a small town in Texas, a large California city, or anywhere else in the world, your religious beliefs are unique to your own life experiences. While there are many similarities and differences between individuals across all cultures, in the end, we are all unique, and that is what makes us stronger.